Hello, once again. Um, I'm reporting to you from 13-degree weather right now. I just had to go outside and go number one. And I figured I would document this. Uh, it took about 2 minutes for me to get out, unwrap myself from all these blankets and sleeping bags, go out, do my business, come back in, straighten out all the blankets because they're, when I wake up, it's a mess. So I had to straighten out all the blankets, reorganize everything, kick the dogs out from being warm, and then rearrange the sleeping bags. And then I have to hop in first, and then I get all the dogs to hop in too. So that took me about around 2 minutes to do. And I had to do it quick because at 13-degree weather, okay, my face and my hands are exposed. Everything else, I have layered clothing on. However, in 2 minutes in this weather in here, you practically are going to freeze or feel like freezing. Like right now, my hands are so numb right now. They went from being warm to being fucking froze in 2 minutes. So that brings me to this. I know a lot of these little vlogs I make, I'm in a shitty mood. And like most of my nights and on cold days like this, the cold weather and how I got in this situation, the thought of it, I can't let go. I try to think positive. My therapist says, and a few other people say, hey man, you got to just stay positive and trust the process, have faith, all that. And I know those are said in good intentions. However, I have to point this out. I have to point this out to people to say this. And I'm not trying to poke at you or anything. And this is just me being triggered, and I can't help what I'm about to say, but I have to let it out because if I don't, it'll sit and it'll just. I just have to let it out, okay? It's easy to say that stuff when you're not experiencing what I'm going through, all right? I'm not calling anybody out when, I know your intentions are good. They're great. Thank you. Thank you for that. However, when I hear that, it triggers me, and that's my fault. That is my fault. I'm not blaming nobody, or it's my fault. But sometimes I think it's best not to say anything, especially to somebody like me who has like a mental issue with everything I've been in since I got here. I don't know how else to say this, but it's fucking cold, and I know that the words are the intentions are good, but I think it's just safe to say it's better not to say anything to me at these moments or right now or anything like that. And thank you for feeling that way. That's fine. But I'm so fucked up and I'm so triggered by this. Like this, when it gets in the teens, the low teens, next week it's gonna be in the single digits. I can't help but to be triggered. I try to stay warm. I try, like right now, I'm slowly warming up through my dogs and my own body heat under this blanket. To where when I think about like all right, let me put it this way. My therapist says you got to try to stay positive because it's bad for your health when you're all mad. But then she puts in a little stipulation. She goes, but I know it's hard, especially in this weather, the way your conditions are, because she's from here. So she knows the cold. She goes, I don't see how you do it. And she goes, but I'm glad you're alive still. And why did she say that? I'm glad you're alive still. I mean, okay, I've had suicidal thoughts, but I'm never gonna do it. I'm never gonna fucking kill myself. I have my dogs to live for, so it's safe to say that's a major part that keeps me alive. Suicidal thoughts are just for, they call something fantasies. It's just like, it's like when you have revenge thoughts. One of my revenge tactics is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna commit suicide and you'll all feel sorry for me, which I fucking highly doubt, you know. But I'll never do it. I will never do it. But I get that fucking livid. Like right now, it's like uh, it's too cold to be anything right now. It's fucking cold, man. God damn, it's 13 degrees, man. So, anyways, I just have to continue to survive. It's going to be in the teens up until 11 a.m. Then it's going to be in the low 20s. And right now it's about 4 o'clock in the morning. So, and I got triggered and I figured, okay, time for another vlog. So here you go. Um, God damn, it's fucking. Fuck. I don't even know what to fucking say anymore. It's hard to be grateful at times like this. It really is. It really is. And I think it's safe to say that y'all won't understand until you go ahead and try to survive in a freezer. That's it. I repeat myself all the time, but I really want to drive that shit into anybody who's listening and is wondering why I'm all pissy all the time. If you're really wondering and you really want to know and you're curious, then I don't know where you're at, but go sleep outside in the cold for a little bit. I mean, I was talking to somebody, she goes, yeah, it's 65 degrees in here, it's cold. I used to think that's cold. And now, because of what I've been through and what I've experienced, I can laugh at that. I can speak on that and I can laugh at that. When somebody tells me, oh, it's 40 degrees and it's cold, I can laugh at that. I could laugh at them. I could laugh at you for saying that, you know? Only anybody who's been in my shoes can laugh. 40 degrees, you know? And it's a trip because, like, when it's summer here and super fucking hot and humid, when it starts to cool down to like 40 degrees, I feel the chill. It's like, fuck, it's cold. So when it gets winter, I slowly adapt to it. I acclimate to the temperature. And right now, I mean, my earlier vlogs, I was probably bitching because it was low 20s. But now it's 13 degrees. Next week, it's going to be 6 degrees. So if you think I'm bitching now, wait till next week's vlogs. This sucks. But on the flip side of that, when it becomes spring and it's beautiful weather, my mood is pretty much, my mood will stay the same, but I still won't forget. I still won't forget the situation that got me here in the first place. And it's that situation that's that is what causes all this resentment and depression and the PTSD. These terms I learned from my therapist. So, and shit. Well, this sucks. So that's all I have to say for now.